John wasn't exactly the boogeyman. He was the one you send to kill the boogeyman. John Wick. I heard you struck my son. Yes, sir, I did. And may I ask why? Yeah, well, 'cause he stole John Wick's car and, killed his dog. Oh. Man, this movie is so quotable. John Wick is one of the best action movies of the past decade. But is it more than just an action movie? I think it is. And we're going to talk about it coming up. Hey everyone, my name is Austin, and on this channel we talk about faith, film, and everything in between, helping you to dig deeper and go further to better understand movies, TV shows, their characters, and their stories. If that's exciting to you and you're new here, consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Friday. In this video, we're talking about one of my absolute favorite action movies, John Wick. Now, forewarning, there will be spoilers in this video because I want to go into depth, so if you've not seen this movie, add this video to your watch later, go watch the movie, and come back. When we first meet John, he has just lost his wife to a fatal illness, and he is clearly numb and distraught to all this tragedy. After arriving home from the funeral, the doorbell rings, and it's a final gift from his wife, a beagle puppy. The two form an immediate bond and spend the day together enjoying cereal, a ride in John's prized '69 Mustang, and his rehabilitation appears to be going well. Then we meet Losif and his entourage of Russian mobsters at a gas station. Losif admires and offers to buy John's car, to which he refuses. Losif leaves begrudgingly, and later that night he and his friends break into John's house, brutally beat him, kill the puppy, and steal his car. Unfortunately for Losif, this is John Wick, an ex-hitman and the best in the business. Now, I said at the beginning of this video that this movie is more than an action movie. And the reason I say that is because John, after this point, continues to go through the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and then acceptance. And the movie plays all of these things out for us. So, denial. As I mentioned, the funeral, he's just numb to all of this. He drives to the airport afterwards, just speeding his car around the tarmac, pretending like nothing's wrong. Then, next comes anger. His car gets stolen, his dog is killed, and these were his only comforts, and those are taken away from him. So, he seeks vengeance, and all, and I mean all, who stand in his way suffer and die. At this point, he is the absolute personification of anger. Next, we have bargaining. So, the gold coins that you see throughout the movie. He takes these coins that he has earned all throughout his career and literally uses them to bargain his way to get to what he wants and accomplish his goal, to get into the hotel, to get these weapons and resources that he needs. All of this to complete his mission. And John actually spends the majority of the movie in the anger and bargaining stage. He's just attacking the different areas of this mobster's operation, just tearing it down piece by piece by piece. Then we reach depression. And this comes in his final fight with Vigo, the father of the boy who stole his car and killed his dog. After all of this time that John has spent in anger, taking it out on these people, he finally reaches a point of depression. And he is approached by death, and he nearly welcomes it. But then we get to acceptance. At the very end, the memory of his wife that has continued to keep coming back to him, and when he remembers in the video that he keeps watching of her when she says, "Let's go home, John." Finally, instead of his wife's memory numbing him further, it is what brings him back. It inspires him to survive. He patches himself up after the fight, gets a new dog, and the two of them go home. He has finally found acceptance for his loss. Now, this may just be an awesome action flick for most people, and that's okay. But if you look below the surface, it uses the violence that takes place to express the turbulent chaos that we all experience when we're faced with grief. And to me, that's beautiful, and part of what makes John Wick such a great film. Yes, there is awesome action. It's a very straightforward movie if you've seen it, and that's great. But I love the fact that this movie is not just action, but it can take something like grief and address it in a way that really makes sense and is very understandable if you just look below the surface of it just being a straightforward, "You killed my dog, you're gonna die" kind of movie. There's so much more to it than just that. And that is why I love John Wick, and it is one of my favorite action films. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you want to dig deeper and go further to better understand movies, shows, their characters, and their stories, then you should definitely subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. I put up new content every Friday, and you can check out another one of my recent videos right here. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.